Hi Pisces, I'm here to do your love reading for the month of June. Just so you know, this reading may not resonate with all of you. This reading is a love reading for Pisces from here to the end of June. Pisces love from here to the end of June. Pisces love from here to the end of June. Pisces love from here to the end of June. I'm going to do 3 shuffles using my original Rider-Waite deck and 3. So many cards. You can fast forward if you don't feel like watching me shuffle. Pisces love. Pisces love for the rest of June. Too many cards falling. Pisces for the rest of June. Death card. Too many. The advice. What's the advice? What's the advice for Pisces love? Get out of your brain. Someone stuck in their head. Get out. But let me keep doing this. Sorry. Getting ahead of myself. What are your hopes and fears? What are your hopes and fears? Hangman. And what is the possible outcome or probable outcome? Perfect. Okay. So for the past, you have the 10 of Wands in the reversed. Now, I feel like, oh my goodness, clarified by the Devil in reverse. So what I'm feeling here is that in the past, someone, this could be you or the other person, so please take it as it resonates. Someone here is the kind of person who does a lot, okay? There's someone here who, when they're in love, they do anything and everything for that person out of love, okay? And it might be a little too much at times. I feel like this person, everything that they do for other people, it's good, but it comes off as like a bit too much. Like, and because this 10 of Wands is in reverse, clarified with the Devil, I just feel like this is something that was bad. Like, you know, giving everything you got to somebody you love might seem, you know, like a really nice and loving thing. But if you give so much to the point where you forget about yourself, to the point where you're not receiving in return, to the point where it's like you're giving and giving and giving and giving, and you're not getting anything back, and it's sort of like you're forgetting about your own happiness. you're you're forgetting your responsibilities to give to this person. You're being irresponsible with your giving, even though you think it's beautiful to give to the person you love. When you give too much, it's no good. It's no good. You cannot forget your responsibilities. You cannot forget yourself when you give to others. And that's the energy I'm feeling with that. And that's in the past position, but take this as it resonates. This could be something I keep saying you, but if this isn't you, this is a person you're dealing with. This is something that you've been doing for years. Maybe this is something you've always done in relationships. This is something you've always done and you need to stop. Like, it's just damaging relationships rather than helping your relationships. You know, when you forget about yourself, that's not good. Now we have the Knight of Cups right next to that, which should be the present position. So what I see with the Knight of Cups here is, What I see with the Knight of Cups here is, it was clarified by the King of Pentacles. And I'm going to clarify it one more time. But I feel with this Knight of Cups, that is you, or whoever was giving a lot in the relationship, that is you kind of learning to stay grounded. Learning to stay grounded in emotional situations. Like, for example, if you're this person who gave a lot, who did the most, okay? If you're that person, I feel like there should be a tower moment here, but there isn't. But I feel like you went through that tower moment that made you realize, oh my God, I really need to learn how to ground myself. I really need to learn how to control my emotions and how not to forget about myself. I can't forget about myself when it comes to relationships. Learning how to not get too excited when you meet somebody. Because Pisces, I'm a Pisces too, by the way. Us Pisces, when we meet someone that we connect with, we get so excited. We're like, oh my God, like, I wonder where this is gonna go. And you start thinking ahead of yourself. And I feel like this Knight of Cups is you learning how to ground yourself when you meet someone. You know, you can't just get ahead of yourself. I think someone's finally learning. I think someone's finally learning their lesson here. Perhaps learning their boundaries. And with the King of Pentacles, is clarifying the Knight of Cups. So what I'm feeling here is that you're gonna commit to making these changes. You're like, you know what? I've been through so much that I really need to learn how to ground myself when it comes to love. I really need to not let myself get carried away when I meet someone. And I think the King of Pentacles is saying that it's your commitment to make those changes in yourself. Because I feel like you're starting to realize that all the troubles you've had in past relationships have happened because you've been irresponsible with yourself. And when we give too much in a relationship, especially as a woman, when you give too much in a relationship, it's a turn off. Like, and I know that sounds bad, but when you do too much, it turns off the other person because it shows insecurities. It shows insecurities and it shows anxiety. Okay? You need to let go of the fear of losing someone. You need to tell yourself, you know what? I'm perfectly worthy, okay? I'll be fine if they want me, but I'll be even more fine if they don't want me. Like, that's the way you need to see it, okay? Put yourself first when it comes to a lover. Be practical. That's the message I'm getting here. And with the Death card in the near future, I really feel like these changes that you're committing to are going to come to fruition. But I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Death card here. This is definitely some sort of transformation. Like, there's changes. There are changes happening here within yourself. Spirits, can you clarify the Death card? Look at that. I have the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands in reverse. So here's what I'm feeling. What I'm feeling here is the Death card and the Two of Swords could be talking. I'm sorry, the train. Sorry about that. So I feel here the Death card with the Two of Cups could possibly be a new love connection coming into your life soon. However, it could also mean self-love, you learning to love yourself, and you finding your peace. But it could also mean you loving yourself will bring about the stability that you want. And also, let me clarify this one more time, because I have the Four of Wands in reversed. Look at that. I also have the Queen of Swords. This is exactly what I was talking about. So here's what I'm feeling. Self-love. This is self-love that's going to bring, what was I going to say? This is self-love that is going to bring you peace and contentment in your life, okay? And with this Queen of Swords, okay, she is strong, she's self-sufficient, she's funny, and she will cut anybody out of her life that disrespects her or makes her feel the slightest bit of insecure. And I feel like this is where you're headed. You're headed to learning how to end relationships or how to end something. Because sometimes when you're insecure and you know someone that you're seeing is no good for you, like all the red flags are there, but you ignore them because you still have that bit of hope that that person is going to change. I feel like this Death card is here to put an end to that, okay? Because someone here is starting to cut people off, okay? Yeah, you're gonna meet people who you're gonna be very attracted to, and us as Pisces, that we tend to fall in love very quickly. I feel like you're learning to be more grounded and think with your head, not your heart. And I feel like that's what this Death card is about, learning how to end things instead of dragging them on. When it's time to go, it's time to go. And you might love that person, but not everybody that you love is meant to be in your life. And that is the truth of the matter here, okay? And the Queen of Swords is also a person of truth, okay? This is knowing the truth, seeing the truth. Self-love, okay? Self-respect. And I'm not trying to say anything bad here. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm a Pisces too. And us Pisces tend to be very selfless. And selflessness could be very beautiful, but it can also be very self-sabotaging, if that's how you say the word. You know, so there has to be a balance between being selfless but also loving yourself. You need to learn how to be in the middle of that. And when it comes to someone who is playing games with you, who's being a manipulator, as soon as you see the manipulative energy, tell yourself, I'm better than that, and walk away. As hard as it might be to walk away, you need to walk away, or you're gonna keep wasting time. Now, in your advice position is this Ten of Swords. So I feel like there's a sense of being stuck in your head. Maybe you're really focused on your mistakes from the past. You're like really thinking like, oh my God, you know, I shouldn't have done that, and wanting to change the past. But that's impossible. So what this Nine of Swords in reverse, I feel like it's telling you is like, get out of your head, you know. And here you have the Hierophant, however you see it. Here you have the Hierophant clarifying the Ten of Swords in reversed. The Nine of Swords in reversed. So what I feel like this is telling you is, this is a learning lesson. This is a learning lesson. Like, change your state of mind. Change it. This Hierophant is saying that this is a state of mind that you've been putting up with for so long, and it's self-sabotage. It's self-sabotage, okay? And this is just saying, let go of those old belief systems. Let go of those old belief systems. Love yourself. Learn to put boundaries when somebody comes in. No matter how much you love that person, learn to put boundaries. Learn to put a line. If you cross this line, we're done. Like, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And if you haven't noticed, every time somebody does you wrong and they cut you off, and you cut them off, they come right back. And not that you should take them back, but I'm just saying, that's what self-love does. If you love yourself, people see the worth in you. I'm going to clarify this Magician, because the Magician, let's see what the Magician is saying here. What I feel the Magician is saying is that you need to work on yourself. Work on yourself. Work towards altering the way you think, altering the way you express love. Altering the way you think about relationships. And with this Magician, I feel like this is talking about like permanent changes. You need to make this big permanent changes. Like I'm gonna clarify it, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. This Justice in reverse, yeah, it's in the reverse, but I feel like what this Magician and Justice in reverse is saying, let go. You need to let go of those things that no longer serve you. And that's what I get with that. And then you have the Hangman in your hopes and fears. I'm going to clarify the Hangman. Hangman is also an awakening. Oh my goodness. And it was clarified by the Ten of Swords in reversed. I feel like you've been awakened. I feel like I'm repeating myself throughout this reading. I really feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is what I keep getting. It's like you came to a realization that the way you've been acting in relationships has been more toxic and more self-sabotaging, and I don't think you knew that. I don't think you knew that the way you were dealing with relationships was toxic. I think you had no idea. I think this is something you recently found out, and you're just like trying to end this codependency because maybe you had like a codependent approach to relationships, like trying to hold on for dear life to things that weren't working, to someone who wasn't giving back what you were giving. And with the Eight of Wands clarified by the Ace of Cups, I'm going to clarify it again. Clarify the Eight of Wands and Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness. The Knight of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling here is, okay, so the Eight of Wands. I'm gonna do one more clarifier, but I think what this is saying here is changes. These are changes. I feel like this is things just like changing, very sudden, a conclusion. The Eight of Wands is a conclusion. Like, okay, you know what? I'm done with this. But I feel like with the Ace of Cups, the universe is going to give you another opportunity. And I feel like this next opportunity that's coming in for you, you're going to handle it so much better. You're no longer going to give and give and give without getting back what you deserve. I feel like this is where you're going to draw the line. And when the universe, I see an Ace of Cups and I see a Knight of Pentacles here. So what I'm feeling is like, yeah, you're going to take a whole new direction. And the Ace of Cups here and the Knight of Pentacles tells me that this is self-love, but it's also that opportunity that is coming for you, because I do feel like you're going to have another chance at love. I'm not saying this is going to be someone from the past or I'm not saying that this person is coming back. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like you are going to get another chance at love because you will meet somebody. I mean, it's not forever that we're single. You're eventually going to meet someone or a love interest, you know, even if it turns to nothing. But this opportunity is going to come in for you. And this time around, because I have the Knight of Pentacles and the Fool, I feel like this time around, you're going to pay attention to the details. And when I say pay attention to the details, is like, this is where you're going to study that person. You're going to say, okay, are they calling me? Are they saying good morning? Are they, did they remember my birthday? Things like that. Because I feel like perhaps in the past, you let those little details slide. You're like, oh, they forgot my birthday. That's not a big deal. No, that's a big deal. Because the person who truly is in love with you is going to remember every little detail about you because they care. So I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles is you paying attention to details. you're like, let me see if they're showing me that they care through words and actions. Okay, especially actions. Okay, like, I feel like that is what this Knight of Pentacles is talking about. And this Fool is you going into a whole new direction. Okay, and what I mean in a whole new direction, like I said, I'm so sorry. I know I keep repeating myself saying the same thing about, oh, you're gonna change, but that's what the Fool is. You're gonna be like leaving all of that stuff behind. Okay, and this Fool is also you being brave enough to let go of someone, even if you love them very, very deeply. This Fool is like, I love you with all my heart, but I'm leaving because you don't respect me. You don't respect me. You don't treat me the way I should be treated. And that's what I feel like the Fool is. That's gonna be you. Okay, you're gonna be afraid. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss this person. It's gonna hurt me. But you're gonna be like, I'm out. It's like a strength. Like, I feel like the strength card needs to be here. I really do. I'm gonna use an angel oracle here. Oh, I'm sorry, Whispers of Love. Just to clarify this ending and what it's talking about. There might even be you might meet an earth sign person also. There's a chance that you might meet an earth sign. Just saying. And this is the person who you're this is the person that you're going to have the opportunity with to practice these new changes you've made in your life. I also see travel. You might even travel here. You might even meet this person while traveling. But that may not resonate with everybody. But I do see travel here. Travel that leads to healing. Maybe you're trying to get away. If this doesn't resonate with you now, it might resonate with you later. Let me clarify this ending for Pisces love. Okay, wait, too many cards. Can you clarify this ending for Pisces love? New love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. This is spiritual growth, like I said. This is you changing. This is a big change. There's big change coming in your life, Pisces, and these changes, you are the one making these changes. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Like I said, you might meet an earth sign, but I feel this is leaning more toward yourself. This is a solo journey. That's what I'm feeling. And that's all I have for you, Pisces. If it resonated, please like, write me a comment, subscribe, and that's all I have for you. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.